So this is part 3 on Law of Attraction, Prison Wife Edition, Single Mom Edition, Lucky Girl Syndrome. Like, let's talk about it. My husband was arrested and wrongfully convicted 22 years ago of murder, and he was sentenced to life without parole. And so we really had to dive into something, and this is what we dove into, and it has really helped save our relationship, keep our family together, and allow me to kind of start to create a life that I love, that is not perfect. And I think that's part of the point. So my last video, I was talking about how, you cannot be happy and positive all the time. And the reason why is because if everything was perfect, if your energy was just always on this very high, joyous, blah, blah, blah note, you'd be dead. I mean, like, it's not what we're here for. We're here to bang around. We're here to figure things out. We're here to experience things we don't want so that we can create bigger things that we do want. And my personal opinion is that when we die, we go back into that pure positive energy and we take the expansion that we were not willing to take here. So really quickly, just so you know, I have studied Law of Attraction, specifically Abraham Hicks, for the last probably 30 years. I'm 49. I got my first set at 19. Yeah. So the last 30 years, and I've been in the hot seat. I've listened to thousands and thousands of hours. So the things that I talk about, they are my beliefs. I've heard people talk about that these type of things are like cults and all sorts of crazy things. I think that anything can be toxic, just like people who, there's churches that are toxic that turn into cults. The same thing could happen with anything. So that's always, a thing. But I think one of the things that happens too is that people who are not like mentally taking care of themselves, maybe they're looking for a quick fix. Maybe they're not even realizing that they have something that they need to take care of. Whatever the reason is, they're getting into these things and they're finding these teachers who are really exploiting them and talking about just things that just don't make sense. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it, but one example would be teachers who are talking about that you can manifest a person. And I'm here to 100% say you cannot manifest a person. And although you can influence positively, I believe, people around you in terms of just sending them like the good mojo and seeing them in their best light, it's not going to do anything but affect you and their relationship. You cannot manifest for another person, because Lord knows if I could, I would have already manifested for my husband and brought his ass home. I'm saying that, but maybe not. We're co-creating. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so the negative things are things we need to feel, and anybody telling you anything different is quite literally full of shit.